He's an Igbo man, 100%. He's an Igbo man, 100%. Now, Calabar people, the port of Bonny and the port of Calabar were the greatest slave port in this part of in the whole of Africa. These two ports were the greatest slave ports. Because the greatest number of slaves right from the Congo down to Senegal, the greatest number of slaves left the port of Bonny and the port of New Calabar. And who was the pioneer person who started this slave trade? We are told that it is Eweredaba Black Duke. Eweredaba started it, and King Asimini of Grand Bonny Calabar took from him. So they both traded, bringing slaves from Igbo land and selling, or from Ibibio land and selling. There is no report of selling slaves of Apua people, other Ijaw people, except freeborns who commit adultery, who commit murder, who steals, who committed witchcraft. They cannot kill them, so they sell them. They were not selling other Ijaw people. And that's why there is no record of any Ogbea family in Calabar that is of slave origin, any Abua family in Calabar that is of slave origin, any Gene family in Calabar that is of slave origin, any Okrika family in Calabar that is of slave origin, from Bile that is a family in Calabar that is of slave origin, or Kola, or anywhere, or Bonny, or Andoni that is of slave origin. No. Families in Calabar that are of slave origin are either Igbos or Ibibios or other group of people. It is very difficult. It's not there. I have not found. I know all the families in Buguma, in Bakana, in Abonima, in Obuama. At least these Calabar communities, I know all the families. None of them. They migrated. Andoni people immigrated to Calabar. The people, Ekwere, Ewele, the Donny family, which is part of the Ediabale house, they are people who migrated from Andoni into Calabar. They are not slave families. So also there are Abua families that migrated from Abua into Calabar. They are not slave families. So also you have Sarah, which is the ruling house in Kola. They migrated from Egene. They are not slave family. That is why King Amakri also have attachment with Ogbea. They are not slave families. They don't sell themselves. They know themselves. They identify themselves as one people, and they don't sell themselves. The only thing they do most times is this peripele, to cutting off the head of somebody to celebrate peri, which we'll come to later. So the slave trade brought enormous wealth, so much wealth to these two states, these two Ijaw states of Calabar and Bonny, so much wealth. And a lot of slaves were domesticated. And they became great men. We are not ashamed of our history. These slaves they got domesticated and became great men. If you go to all over our land, people are trying to, historical revisionism, people are trying to embellish history, people are trying to distort history. No. Ediabali, I am Ediabali today. Ediabali is an Igbo man. He's from Obom in Abam. He's from Obom in Abam. From there, his family went to Bosi in Anambra State. Before they came to New Calabar, he's an Igbo man. I am Ediabali. So, when somebody says Igbo, no, I am, yes. The name I answered today, the stool on which I sit today, which was created as one of the first working houses to be created, in fact, among the first 5 to be created in Calabar land. Ediabali became the richest man of his time. He's an Igbo man, 100%. And he never denied being an Igbo man. So I, his worthy descendant, will not deny. I have my disagreement with Igbo, but I cannot. So also is Briggs. So also is Oswald. Young Briggs, Oswald. Ediabali. My father, Wananako. These are all Igbo men. Uzoma. Elebike. Elebuke. Odikadibia. David Wells. Elebuke Wells. These are all Igbos. Let nobody come and be denying that, hey, we are not Igbos, we are not this, we are not that. It's a lie. These people are Igbos. They're Igbos. So slave trade brought enormous wealth, and it also brought some sort of destabilization. It destabilized the society because some people brought with them so many things. The population of the Ijaw people in Calabar and in Bonny was overwhelmed by inflow of Igbo and Ibibio influence. But more of Igbo. Why Calabar was able to totally assimilate all others who came in contact with them, Bonny was not able to do so. Okrika was not able to do so. That's why you go to Ganama or Akaliama, these places, they are speaking Igbos. But in Calabar, no Calabar community speaks Igbo. In fact, even people they brought from Igbo yesterday, after today, they find it difficult to speak Igbo. So, like I said, I am historical correction officer. We have to tell our children our history, true, and leave this falsehood. Tell our history. We should not be ashamed of who we are. We should not be ashamed of who we are. It's not because somebody is making claim we are going to deny because a man is making claim. Whether Igbo people make claim or not, that's their bloody business. That will not stop us from saying that this is what we are, who we are. And we stand up to who we are. We keep record of who we are. We tell the world who we are. We stand so that from that we can draw our strength. We can become who we really are. Today everybody is fabricating. Everybody is doing this. Why the fabrication? Calabar was strong and powerful. Today, Calabar is weak and is in the mud, and everybody trample on us. So our denying, our distortion, all our rubbish. Where is it taking us to? It has not taken us anywhere. It has not taken us anywhere. We are just there. Every day we are going backward. Every day we are going backward. Because when the truth take a flight, what will we be left with? The late Amenabo, while giving a lecture during the centenary, said, "Krakra sem bekete, hero sem sakete." You know the truth, and you think you can bring falsehood and impose it on people, and everybody will keep quiet and they will accept it. No, it's not possible. God has made me powerful. God has made me strong because I am telling the truth. And in telling the truth, I have made enemies. In telling the truth, so many people have said so many things about me. The rise of Bonny and Calabar and old Calabar, and later Opopo and Nembe, was basically the slave trade. Opopo and Nembe they were not part of the slave trade. If they were part of the slave trade, it was very minimal. It was a palm oil trade and other trade that Nembe and Opopo. At the time, Opopo left Bonny to create, went to Andoni territory to become Opopo. King Jaja became one of the most powerful kings of his time. He's an Igbo slave, a freed Igbo slave, who became a chief and led the Opuwas after his fight with Jumbo in Bonny. I'm not talking about Bonny history. I have the books, but I can't tell somebody else's story. People should come and tell their story by themselves. But what I'm going to do, like I said, I am the historical correction officer. When you are wrong, I'll correct you. Bring your facts. Don't come and make unnecessary argument, insulting people. I'm not going to insult you. I'm going to defeat you with the facts. And the facts are there. People say our history is not in books. It's a lie. Our history are in books. They are in books. There are so many books. They are there. Recorded both by our fathers and the Europeans. I prefer to look more to the European books. The reason is this. I have read the ones that our people have written, and I see the historical parasitism, historical embellishment, historical distortions, and so on, concoction and all sorts of things. I've seen that. So I shifter. No, I filter the European books. So today, I can boldly say that nobody has as many books as I have. Even professors of history come to meet me to borrow books from me. Because I spend a lot of money in acquiring these books. From 14-something, 15, 16-something. Rare books I have, nobody have them. I travel everywhere I go to. If I go to the Netherlands, I go straight to their maritime museum. From there, I look for books. If I go to Spain, I do the same thing. If I go to Portugal, I do the same thing. When I went to Switzerland, I did the same thing. Lexington, everywhere I go to, immediately I reach, I look for their records. And there is nowhere in Europe you go that you will not see record of Calabar and Bonny. Nowhere in Europe. In their maritime museum, in their everywhere you go to, you will see our our books and this thing, our journal that I've written so much and all. I've not been to the US because I don't like US. But I've been to every country in Europe. And I've brought so many materials. If you want to learn, come to me. But if you want to keep your falsehood, your distortion, your this thing, look. I'm going to correct you. Strong say you know strong past me. Money say you know get past me. Talk self you know talk past me. Pakabaraso pedigree. I am straight amakri. Dabaye bakokba intremo so mo kuma ya amakri. Amakri amakro so agulu. Ina borota mi kutubo again. Ida mayena me so agulu we akoro bokemenji ba inteze. King of Kings. Inteze. So what are we? You're unbotable. You're diabali. So let us keep our record straight so that we can bequeath to our children the truth of what we are. And where we are wrong, we'll point it out. And where we excel, we will point it out to our children. So our children will learn from our mistakes. They should learn from our successes and see why we are where we are now. Why a wicked, Amechi. Where? Because you have left what we are. Man, know thyself. We no longer know ourselves. We no longer know ourselves. So we will next lecture will continue about the trade. Trade was a big rock of Calabar society. When Calabar people left trade, when Bonny left trade, and we went to go and learn English, we fail. Without economic power, you are nobody. Any nation that fails to look for economic power and make war, that nation will be destroyed. It will become a tartar in the hands of people. They'll be slapping you like this, slapping you. When our fathers were making war, who was slapping us? All of a sudden, we became pono. Everybody now kick our ass. We become cowards and weaklings. Our fathers, Omar walk in new houses. Are you not hearing it? Today, somebody will say, today is not today. It's not the world of this. Who told you? Why are there armed forces in Nigeria? If people are not making war, why are there armed forces? Any nation that does not look, you have to make money. You have to trade. You have to accumulate wealth for the good of your people. Because no nation can strive in poverty. No people can strive in poverty. No people can strive without, because the people will prey on you. People will prey on you. Natural law of elimination. The weak must go down for the strong to survive. It's natural. Law of elimination. Survival of the fittest. If you are weak, you'll be eliminated. And the stronger stretches will live and will continue. And that's what we are. From strong. When we are small, they say the rise and fall of Ghana, the rise and fall of Songhai, the rise and fall of Mali. It is the rise and fall of Calabar, the decay of Calabar. The decay, the stench that is coming out of our decay. the stench of our decay. Let us go back to what we are. Our fathers were traders. Tuokano, Tunaro, slave traders, palm traders. Let us go back and make well. Let us stop being lazy. Let us stop running around politicians. Hey, Wike, hey, this one, hey, that one. People, you must have self-worth. Self-worth. If you don't have self-worth, people will kick your ass everywhere you go to. People will debate you everywhere you go to. To my brothers and sisters, we have started, we'll continue why we should go back to what we are. Why we should give our children the truth of who we are. Except to do that, we'll continue to fail.